RESTful web services. So here we have Vidhyadharan, and he'll present the session. Stage is yours, Vidya.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay.
Check.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, let's see. I hope I won't make you sleep. Okay. I don't have slides. Instead, we will directly dive into code and we will develop an app. So, anybody work with Angular.js? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Anybody heard about Angular.js? Okay, few people. Okay, let me tell short summary about Angular.js. It's a single page application, it's purely developed on JavaScript. So Google developed, it's an open source project like GWT. So here what I am going to showcase is we will develop a REST service with the backend database using for demo I set up with MySQL. So using that we will consume with the front end Angular.js. We will design a very lightweight single page application which be easily rendered into your mobile or any devices. Okay, this is our little agenda. So we have very short time, only 30 minutes. So I need to ramp up with all the things. So after that, if you have questions or any source codes, I will give you after the end of the session. So first one is develop REST service with the JAX-RS. Mostly people use hands-on with the JAX-RS. Anybody not used?
Hold on just a second. Let's swap out it.
Thank you. Okay, JAX-RS is nothing but it's a reference for RESTful services. API for in Java we use JAX-RS. There are different JAX-RS implementation in JBoss we use REST-EC. And there are many APIs for defining the REST APIs. Anybody use JAX-B binding for? Yeah, it's. JAX-B is nothing but Java API for XML binding. So here what we do is we will fetch the data from database and transfer with the JSON object. JSON you know, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and vice versa, XML. Then we directly bind the services into our REST. Angular API. Let's see, we will develop REST API from database without zero coding. Okay, let's create Maven project. I am fan of NetBeans, so I use NetBeans. So we are going to develop a JUG event app. So next, So I learned web application with Glassface only. So I showcase with the Glassface. Anybody used Glassface before? No? 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's a application server. So now the reference implementation for all Java EE spec will goes to Glassface. So first implementation will be verified and test develop will be in the Glassface. Okay. Let's run and see what will happen. Wow, that's it, we developed. Yeah. Okay. Next we will create RESTful web service from databases. Okay. I go for new. Okay, before. So JNDA name. So this will create a connection with the MySQL DB. So automatically fetch the available tables from the MySQL DB. Here I used only members DB. Let's see the structure later. So I choose members. So if you have more than one tables which is interrelated with foreign keys, if you choose a particular tables, it will automatically select the corresponding tables. So next step. So this is the main step, entity. Here by default I choose JAX-RS annotations. So what it will do is it will automatically bind your members schema into REST service. So I give resource packages something. Okay. So this will generate the appropriate code. Let's verify. So this is the table annotation from persistent Java. Persistent API. Okay.
Possible to change the font size.
I never used.
Settings.
Huh?
Maybe go to the settings and font. Increase the font size.
No, I think it is. I forgot the shortkeys.
I do this a lot. That's a good font. Do you have it? Consoles. There. Now.
Much better. Okay. So this is the JAX-RS annotation for the member bean. So these class are automatically generated. So this is the application path. So we do not use web.xml. So instead we will annotate with the application path. So usually we will give the context path in the web.xml. So this will automatically take it. This is the main class.
Sorry, I'm playing with the projector. Just a second.
Okay.
The colors are off. Brightness. Yeah, like that. A little better? Okay, sorry.
So I simply change the path to members itself. Okay, let's run. Okay, wait. So before that, we will check the database and its values. So we created this one. This is the dark entry, and this is the structure of the. Are you able to see? Okay, let me tell. Email, name, company, and attend. It's a Boolean variable. So let me see. I already feed a few datas based on your registration. So these are the people who register for the event, and those who are checked here are all attended here. So okay, let me see. As I said earlier, so this is the resource path. So I run it, web resource, and members is the REST service path. So let me run again. That's it. We exposed with the XML REST service. So you can see without zero coding, I can expose the database into REST service. So everything will do the magic. So let me see. With the REST client, so I used to fetch the data via get method. So this is the method, HTTP method I used. Okay, I said earlier, so JAX-B will annotate XML as well as JSON. So here you see only the XML. So you can ask where is JSON, how I can get. Okay. So I will say accept application / JSON. Okay. That's it. So you can see.
So based on request, it will respond.
Yeah. I will tell you how it will happen. So this is the accept header. So the REST service are basically Jersey. So it will wait for the accept header. By default, it will respond the XML. So if the accept type is application JSON means it will respond to JSON. So if you code for devices or anything, you can send this header with the via request. So automatically this will send the JSON response. So this is the post method. So this will consume, here we annotate XML application JSON. So here, so for fetch, so path is member, particular resource we will get only one get type only. So which is returning get find. So let me remove this. And remove this. So we remove the annotation and tell always return produce JSON. So this will do the magic. So how this will happen? How this annotation these bind? So this is our member bean. So here your schema is email, name, company, and attend. So likewise, you have to define your bean, name, and appropriate column name. Sorry, email, and name for appropriate name, and company column name, boolean. So these. So at the root element, XML root. So this will automatically bind your based on your request XML or JSON. This will do the magic. That's it. Okay. So now we developed a REST service based on we expose the database as a REST service. The next thing is we will develop an Angular app and consume and render it in a different way. Okay. We have limited time, so I have to go fast. So Java event app. So NetBeans have a tremendous support for HTML5 development and Angularjs. Officially they support Angularjs. So you can choose HTML5 and give next. Here the template I choose Angularjs seed. So it's provide wonderful template. So we don't want to waste time. So these are the available libraries from the CDN. So if you want jQuery or Bootstrap, you can automatically choose and select. Okay. I choose finish. Any doubts so far? Okay, this will download. Let me see, I have internet access. Okay. So this have automatically create your directory structure for HTML5. So no need to care about that. So let me run this one. Let's see what will happen. Oh God. Okay, I need to clear cache. Yesterday I got the same problem. Let me close it. So for the sake of demo, I will use the embedded browser. So HTML5 supports all the browser in NetBeans. You can choose whatever the devices you want if you target for Android device or anything, iOS. So I choose embedded. So I play. Okay, that's it. Single page application. Okay, for the sake of demo, I already used a few codes. Let me copy that one. Okay, don't care about the browser log. Oh, I don't have time, so that's why I'm skipping those steps. Okay. Something happened. I will explain those things what it's done. Okay, so before moving to this,
Just copy the URL from NetBeans.
no, actually this will trigger the debugger usually. So there will be the wire between Chrome tools. Few people will easily debug with the Chrome tools and easily point out the CSS and edit in the Chrome developer tools itself. So I want to show you there is once we run, there is a connector will start in the Chrome browser itself. So this will, whatever change you do in the Chrome development tools, it will automatically change your CSS in the your source code itself. So that's one of the main feature I used to do. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, let's move on. Maybe it's problem in my browser. Okay. Where is the main? Okay. So these are normal HTML tags. So Angular app is initialized here. So I want to say it's a single page application. Whatever you click, navigate, everything will be loaded in your browser itself. That's why it's powerful. So for device, everything you use, it will irritate if you click more than page, it will move means. So Angular.js, it's a single page application. You can do whatever in your DOM manipulation itself. So I say, so this is the starting point, index.html. So I say Angular, it's ng app, it's a JAX event app. So here I used bootstrap and responsive bootstrap CSS for look and feel. So these are links, hyperlinks I used. So usually, so let's say home. Let me remove this thing. So ng view. So this is the app.js will be triggered initially to tell Angularjs. This is the name what we give in the index.html. So ng app. So app name is event Java event app, and so these are the filters modules I used. So I use ng app, and let's see later what is filter services. So I say this is the model name, and I configure root provider. This is one of the main feature in Angularjs. Wherever I click, it will navigate to. So here when I say /register, here I say register fi. So register. So you can see in the below the hyperlink is simply register. So that's what we give in the register. So it will go to the root provider. So root provider when if it is registered, so the template URL entry, it's a new entry.html. So here what we do is we will for demo sample.html, we will create a sample HTML and render what will happen. Sample. Okay. Fi. Oh God. Oops. So I click register. Fi. Okay. No. I have to tell. No, here what I tell is sample and the controller is register member controller. So this is the controller. Controller is nothing but it's a particular function which will works on the particular page itself. So this register member controller will work for sample.html. So I have to tell what controller I am using. So ng controller. So this is nothing but a function, we will see later. So that's it. So let's see. Oops.
Open the URL page.
Okay. What?
The registered
I
URL.
think.
Link.
I do not know what's going on.
Check the URL whether that is correct or not.
Sample. It's register.
/ register is there.
That's it.
Hash was there.
Yeah, that is wrong.
Remove the hash and it will load.
No, hash will mess. Maybe. Okay. I think header is very large. Let's see. Sorry, I think header hides the entry. So automatically this will comes. So let's go on to say. So here I say register. So function sample controller. So this is the scope is the Angularjs variable, which will inject the HTML variables. So here says sample controller. Okay, type should be same, and same should give here. Okay, so our control is here. So let initialize scope dot what we say member equal to let me initialize this. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I just initialize an array. So remember, let me render here in the sample. So let's say label. So this is the binding for oops. So member, we gave member. So this is one of the main feature in binding. So wherever you declare variable, so same thing will you can represent JSON object, and you can immediately print via this binding. So this is the, we will bind using this double parenthesis. So I want to print only the member email. So let's see email. Oops, it's an array, right? So what I do is I do ng repeat. So member in members. So I change it's more than one values, I think. So member. So that's its email alone printing. So let me copy the entire thing. We assume that this is coming from REST service. I will show you how the real data. So I have no time. So F5. So for doing in JSF or any GWT to printing this thing, we need to write tons of coding. So with Angular.js, you can easily bind automatically because it's easily manipulate JSON objects. So here, whatever you want, you can print name, company. So I want to okay. So we have running out of time. So I developed yesterday a simple app. I just want to show you demo. Okay. So I hosted this app in the OpenShift. So here you can search quickly with the filters. I couldn't cover. So maybe one of in the JAG event I will explain it clearly. So Arul is entered, so I choose he is there. So immediately I checked, it will post the call the REST service backend. So it will update he is attended. So this is will list whoever attended here. This is all the members who are registered here. So any members, new members, he will automatically register. So this will automatically validate itself. So all are basic HTML code. If you have mobiles, you can enter this URL. This will responsive design. So you can see the differences. Okay, that's it. I will host this code in GitHub. Soon you will later consume. That's it. Any question?